Hey everyone, this is NHL Hockey News Reports. Hope you're enjoying your day today and this video. So today we're talking about the Detroit Red Wings and the season preview for 2020, the 2021 NHL season. Now, the Detroit Red Wings were bottom in the league, the worst year. Actually, that very beginning, very start of the beginning, they were on a 3-game winning streak. They were 3-0. It looked pretty great. Mantha looked amazing. He got injured. And basically everything just fell apart for these Red Wings. But some happy stories or some great storylines through this 19 to 2020 season. Of course, it's a lot of bad things happen with the Red Wings, but Robbie Fabry turned out really good for them for Jacob Gil-Rose. And Fabry, on the spot, he has a lot of talent. I feel like he has talent. It's just that knee thing. A couple of years just not being able to play. I felt so bad for Fabry. So he's on the Red Wings. He's gonna have chances to play. Like last year, same. He's gonna get chances. Absolutely nice to have that storyline for the Red Wings, despite the season they did have. But Stevie Y, yes, the GM, Eiserman there. It went into the off season, draft, free agency, trades, and really did a great job. Everything. He's done a really great job. With changing this roster, the things like, wow, interesting things he has added. Let's get into the new additions. Vasyl Domestikov. Now, Domestikov was great with the Lightning. Then he got traded to the Rangers. Inconsistent. Trade to the Ottawa Senators. Inconsistent. Then he went to the Avalanche. Kind of inconsistent again, really. And he's going to get all the opportunity to play with these Detroit Red Wings. Even though he had that time with the Senators, which was a little actually good in the beginning, but kind of fell off. No, he can show it here. He can really start to show it. He is a talented Russian player, so I hope he gets back to what he needs to be. Bobby Ryan was actually bought out by the Ottawa Senators, and he signed a 1-year, $1 million contract with the Red Wings. I thought he was going to the Flyers. I know that was one of his favorite teams to go to. So I thought Flyers the team. And it kind of shocked me, like, wow, Red Wings, interesting. So he went to the Red Wings. Maybe just what he wanted. He's going to get playing time. Definitely he'll be really good for them. And, Bobby Ryan is just a really good older player, but he has talent. Came back, had that hat trick, but they moved on from the Ottawa Senators meeting. Everyone from that 2017 playoff, that team is gone. So Bobby Ryan goes to the Red Wings. Nice veteran addition by Stevie Y. Lucas Raymond, what a great player he is. Now, I know a lot took Red Wings they did not get first overall. Now, or second, or third, they got fourth. They're like, come on, that's not fair. But nice about fourth overall that you can pick as many players you want. What position you want? You want defense? You want a goalie that might stretch it with Askarov? You want a center? You want a winger? You have the options. He could have went for Jamie Drysdale. He could have went for Marco Rossi. He could have even went for Jake Sanderson. He could have went for Askarov if he really wanted to. Perfetti, anyone. But he picked Lucas Raymond, a great winger. He was another option out there. What a great player he is. He's going to be a great cornerstone on that young team. Mark Stahl, that was a cap dump by the Rangers. He was a long-time Ranger. And that $5 million contract goes to the full thing. The whole contract goes right to the Red Wings. So then the Rangers have some free up $5 million in cap, which they were able to use that. Sign Strom, sign D'Angelo, things they need to get done. And they were able to do that. So good job by them. Troy Stetchell, really interesting story here because Vancouver, they were after OEL. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, they wanted him. It was Vancouver or Boston. It felt like Vancouver was trying to go after him, get him, but they didn't keep enough of paying attention with Chris Tanev and, guys like Toffoli and, of course, Markstrom was going to stay, but those two guys and Stetchell, they kind of forgot about those guys trying to go after OEL, which never happened. And Stevie Y's probably calling Troy Stetchell and say, hey, I know you didn't get a qualifying offer by the Canucks. Do you want to come to the Red Wings? You get a top 4 option. He's going to be like, yeah, sure. And he did. And Canucks fans are like, are you kidding me? The Red Wings just took our defenseman we really needed. Well, that's what you get for going after a guy you might be dreaming after. But having Troy Stetchell is going to be really nice. He's going to be on the top four. He was diehard Canuck. He was really into the organization of the Canucks. I think he can do the same thing with the Red Wings. He'll be really good for them. Okay, also, Thomas Greiss. A great backup goalie for the Islanders. Especially when Barry Trotz came over. He's a really good goalie. 34. He's going to probably be 35. Split games with Bernier. I know he has a 2-year. Bernier's going to have his, he's going to be UFA next year. So we'll see how that goes. But really nice to get Greiss, kind of solidify that goaltending after seeing Jimmy Howard go to free agency and still in free agency. Let's go to the forwards now. And the forwards, we have Tyler Bertuzzi, great top 6 winger for them. Dylan Larkin, I will see them as their captain, as their guy, as your captain. Anthony Manfield, they did sign. He's another big, kind of like that powerful, tall, big size winger. Nice to have him. Robbie Fabry, he'll get that chance on the top 6. I hope he can do a great job. I'm sure he can. Nielsen, unfortunately, they still have that $5 million contract. I do not like that contract. I think all of us don't like that contract. And the Red Wings, hopefully one day, kind of want to get out of that. But right now, they got that $9.5 million in cap, so they're not, like, desperate, like, oh, my, let's get rid of Nielsen. You know, it's not one of those things. So, actually, I flipped the I and the E. I'm sorry. But Frans Nielsen does have another year on his contract to 2022. So, it's not that bad. They can get over it, but whatever. Zadina, I know at first it looked a little unstable for him, but now he's starting to look really good. Zadina, I can see him in the top 6. Darren Helm, he's been there forever for the Red Wings, so he'll be on the bottom 6, top 9. Filppula, nice veteran player at center, nice to have him. Domestikov, he needs to be consistent. Hopefully he can start to do that with the Red Wings. Adam Ermey, probably bottom 4th line center. I know he was with the Lightning before. First year with the Red Wings, kind of injury prone, I feel like. He's always been injury prone, for sure. Hopefully he can kind of get himself on the right track again. Luke Denning, nice center. Really good to have him on the... He's more of a bottom 6 center. You know, maybe top 9. Also, Bobby Ryan, we talked about. Rasmussen, I don't know how big of a upside he's going to have. You know, I know he's okay, but not as much as the Red Wings expected from him. So we'll see how that goes. Joe Felino, I know he's not going to play next year, but he could play a little. I'd like to see a lot more from him. Broman, I think he's about 26, from Sweden. Nice to have him too. Also, Snezhnikov, I know he has that bus label on him right now. It's nice to see him get that bus label taken off of him this season to prove that he is the real deal, hopefully. Bergman, he's not going to play next year for the Red Wings, but he's a nice, great player. Playing the SHL right now, having a really good season. That's great to know. Another young, great piece. Lucas Raymond, another young, great piece. Tanner Horose, he could make the lineup too. You know, he's actually from the AHL. In my cap-friendly non-roster thing. I'm like, wow, really? But Tanner Horose, I can really see him make the lineup. And maybe even on the taxi squad. Some of these guys might be on the taxi squad. Like, you know, maybe Ernie is at times, or whoever, right? Even Snezhnikov, maybe, gets his time a little. We'll see how that goes. We're on to the defense. Mark Starr, great experienced player, has 1 year left on that $5 million contract. Isn't going to kill you. It's fine. They got $9.5 million. Who cares? Hronek, nice. I like Hronek. He's a nice, young defenseman. It's really nice to have him. He's one of your upside defensemen. Nice to have him for sure. Danny DeKaiser, he's been there for a while. He's a veteran, old-time defenseman. He's out there for the Red Wings. Troy Stetchell, we talked about. Nice top 4. Not bad whatsoever. John Merrill. Oh, my. How did I forget about John Merrill? Let me write him down. Sorry about that, everyone. There you go. John Merrill also, who's on the Vegas Golden Knights. Just an interesting third-pairing defenseman you can have. playing maybe on the taxi squad, a little play plays. So we'll see how that goes. Biga, he can also be on the taxi squad more. 7 defensemen out there. Nemeth, Schneider is your up. That's your fantastic defenseman. That is your number 1 defenseman with Hronek in the future. So we'll see if he plays next year. I don't know how much he plays. Play with the Griffin. But we'll see how that goes. Nemeth, we talked about Cholowski. I like to see how he can do. I know we saw a little of his sample, a little in the beginning was really good. Then he kind of tailed off. I like to see him consistently do a good job. He didn't play last year in the NHL, so hopefully he can play next year. I like to see some good stuff. Gustav Lindstrom, not Nick Lindstrom, but I think we all know that. But Gus Lindstrom, nice young defenseman. And Hickett's, who's 24, he's out there too. Nice to have him also. In goal, we have Bunny and Grice. Nice goalie tandem, not bad. They'll have some good stability in net for sure. Philip Lawson, he's 22 years old. He's a young goalie. He has not played in the NHL yet. I'd like to see maybe he got a chance this year. I know Bunny has 1 year left at $3 million, so maybe Lawson kind of gets a little off his feet. We'll have to see, is he going to be the backup goalie to Grice? We'll kind of split time with him next in 2021 to 2022 season. We'll see if that happens. Also, Pickard, Calvin Pickard is also out there, AHL playing. That's what I basically see from him. So this team, unfortunately, they're in the Central, but I don't see them make the playoffs. I think we all know that. It would be nice to have another great prospect, like another Raymond or like a Schneider. Get another really fantastic prospect. That would be nice to have. So that add either, forward, defense, even in goaltending. That would be nice. Kind of like, how about, what's his name, Wallstedt? That would be really nice to have Wallstedt. Add him to the lineup, as goalie of the future. That would be nice. Just for Wallstedt, that would be nice. Add him as your goalie next year. You can pick him. That would be. You have Raymond. You have Larkin at Mantha. You have Sedina. That's great. You have Brookman. Great. Defense, you have, Schneider, Lindstrom, and Hronek. That's great to have. And just have that Jesper Wallstedt. That would be so nice to have. Please. That would be awesome. And that would just be, thinking, as a Red Wings fan, my second favorite team, that would just, everything we need. It would just be beautiful to have that as our next goalie. But that's just me dreaming. Hopefully that would be a possibility next year. And let me know in the comments below what you think about this. The Red Wings, how they're going to do. Probably a little bit better than they did last year. Adding some veteran players, as you can see here, they kind of help out the young players and not force them into, well, you got to make the team. If you don't make the team, and whatever, you're going to be a bust in your life. We don't want that. Make them take their time. If they're ready for it, let them play. If they're not, give them some time. So we'll see how that goes, right? Thanks for watching. Like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. I'll see you next video. NHL News Sports, so try to hit 400 subs. Goodbye.